What the heck happened? Holy cow. Just checking in to see if everyone's still got a heartbeat. What a crazy week. And hey, just wanted to talk a little bit about it. Um, I don't know why as well. My my Excel spreadsheet, which gathers all the bids and the asks from a few different websites and helps me understand what gain percentage will be good for this next week, um, is on the fritz. It's not working. So whether something's happened to other websites, but I have not been able to get the information in yet. So maybe I'll put out another video. But I imagine most of you, if you were in a sell to open put position, you're going to be assigned some stocks. This is one of those weeks with the downward movement of the market. You're going to have quite a few stocks that have been assigned to you. So, with that being said, hey, that's fine. We just brush it off our shoulders. We're going to go ahead and do some covered calls for this next week. So, wanted to touch on that. Once again, a covered call is a sell to open call position. What is the strike price you want to go in? Well, to keep it simple, go in at the same strike price that you were assigned at. And that way, when the market corrects itself and comes back up, then you're going to go ahead and get out at the same price that you paid for. So no harm, no foul, right? That's the idea. You're just making money on the covered call premiums. Now, many of these sell to open call premiums are not going to be very good. The reason why is because we went down so far away from where your strike price will be, is you may not get much. So, still okay. At least you're getting something as you're waiting for the market to correct itself. Another thing that you could do is wait for, say, Tuesday. Monday, I believe, is going to be a positive day, and this is why. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. All right. Hopefully you can see that on your on your screen there. Okay, so this is called a hammer Doge candlestick. If you do not know about candlesticks, I highly recommend that you learn more. There's lots of information out there about candlesticks, a lot of great documents or even books that are out there about candlesticks. Okay. Uh, this is what's called a hammer candlestick. Now, a hammer candlestick has a couple requirements. First, it's got to be in a downtrend, which we have been in. Um, the second thing is the longer shadow part, which this just means, hey, this is all of this is how far the stock went down in this day. Okay. And you want that trail or tail to be longer, twice as long as as the actual body right here. Okay. So the lower part of this right here, as you can see, that's where the stock entered. That's where it opened up for that day. And then it went down, came right back up, as we saw on Friday, and then actually went green, went positive for a period of time before the market closed. Okay, so it almost closed, as you can tell, it almost closed right at the high. It went up high, came a little bit down before closing. So this is called a hammer. Kind of looks like a hammer, right? You've got the stick and then the big part of the hammer. So this is a positive thing. When you have a downward trend, you have the stick, or they call it the shadow, is longer, twice as big as the actual body. The body is the movement of that hammer. And then you also look, is the real body bullish or bearish? As you can tell, it's green, so that means it's bullish. This is a good sign of upward movement, and this is just an example, right? Showing you this upward movement, okay? All right, So here we are, guys. This is the NASDAQ. Okay, here we go. We've had this downward movement. Let's see if I can draw here. Look at that downward movement. Okay, we've got the shadow, super long shadow, super long stick. And it's probably what, 5 times how big the body is right there. Okay, the body, it's green. So this is a sign of upward movement to go up this way. That's what we're hoping for, is for this to head on up. Okay, let's just check SPY. See how this one is doing. Here we go. Downward movement. Whoa. All right, downward movement, right? We have longer stick, shadows longer than the actual body. The body is green. So everything looks good for there to be a correction and to head up that way. Okay, so what does this say? If you still have cash and you want to look at some good sell to open put positions, go ahead and put a comment down below. Let me know what you're looking at. Many stocks are in this situation right now. Now, here's one C Limited. Look at that downward movement. Look at that. Okay, that's another opportunity. What was another one I saw? Stitch Fix. Okay, Stitch Fix. Once again, all this downward movement heading up. Look here, there was actually one right here, and then it headed up for a good week. So there you go. We're only in trades typically for about a week. Okay, so if you would have jumped in on this one right after this hammer, and you were in it, it would have gone up, and it would have expired worthless on your sell to open put, and you would have been just fine. So that is the idea. Actually, it's interesting how we're almost creating a double bottom there coming down. So that's also a positive sign for growth, especially if it gets above this 80, 81. I'd even say just 82, right at 82. If once it gets above 82, that's an either bullish signal that it's going up. Okay, so that's on Stitch Fix. What was a couple others? Was it NVEA, NVIDIA? Here's an example of one that is not green. So this is a great one to say, close, but not close, right? We like this to be green, whereas right now it's red. Or some others I saw, I noticed. Let's check this out. Is it gonna pull up? Yes, no, maybe so. Nope, another red one. So the most important thing here is making sure that you've got, number one, a downward trend. You're going to look to see, is the shadow or the stick longer, twice as long or more than the actual body of the candlestick? And then is the body green? Okay. So those are some opportunities. Those are some ones to look at. Once again, let me know if there are any that you are interested in, that you would like. I'll be happy to look them up individually and comment back to you. Um, Again, my Excel spreadsheet formula is just not working. Here's one more that I saw. Workday. Look at this deep trend going down, long stick. We got a green body. This is a good one to jump into. I like that. I mean, you could draw a line of support all the way. If you can just draw that imaginary line, I don't know why it's not letting me do that. Oh, well, maybe I just got to push that button. Yeah, that that'll work nicely. Look at that. Lots of good support right there, pushing it back up. But you got this hammer. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this next week. Hoping for a good, positive week, and hoping to get lots of covered call positions exercised. So let's look at that. Let me know if you have any questions. Should be a fun week. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.